What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies technical analysis. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I'm glad you're back. Thank you for your support. I have almost 10 subscribers, just one more for the juicy double digits. However, let's go ahead and just focus a little bit on our Bitcoin. Our lovely Bitcoin has done 5% today, so that's quite a refreshing breath of fresh air for us to see. The few days we've been down a bit. Ethereum is 8%, Binance 17. Let's go ahead and look at the winners of today. OK Exchange, Curve, and Dogecoin. Dogecoin listed on Coinbase, pretty good. But how long can it keep this price up? Pro tip: usually on exchange listings, people will buy the news and they buy the rumor and then they'll sell the news. So the news would be when it actually lists live on Coinbase and you can actually trade and sell, buy and sell. So we'll see if people actually end up selling a bunch of Dogecoin or if it doubles in price and goes to 80 cents. So that'll be pretty exciting to see. Let's go ahead and get on to Bitcoin. This is the monthly chart of Bitcoin, and as you can see here, pretty bloody month for us for Bitcoin. But the saving grace or the good news is that we did close above our 10 simple monthly moving average, okay? And I'm going to show you back in 2017, we had many times where we hit the 10 simple and we kept going. And it was often in the early stages of the 2017 rally that happened, right? So the first time was back in August 1st of 2016. Second time would be April 1st of 2017. And then these ones get pretty close. So if you're saying, hey, is this a sign that we're still early? I mean, it could be, right? Because this one happened in August, and the blow off top of the bigger cycle didn't happen until December of the year after. So about 16, 18 months afterwards. Again, can't apply too much from just one point of data, but that's interesting to note that we did close above and then we kept going, right? So could you say this one is the start of the next rally? Hard to say. It's hard to say. I hate predictions. I really hate them. But, you know, everyone loves them. But on a weekly scale, we are trying to, break above higher than what we close, and so far it's looking like it has a good chance. However, please note we have 4 days and 7 hours until that happens. So don't take it to the bank just yet, right? So I want to talk about last week. Last week I said we have a chance to close an inverse hammer, an inverse bearish hammer. However, we ended on a green candle, which means that that week was a good performance for Bitcoin as it closed higher than what the price opened. So overall that week, Bitcoin did gain in price, right? Bitcoin is roughly 34.6 thousand. At the end of the week, it was 35.6. So about $800 to the positive side. So good side. Not a bearish inverse hammer, so good for Bitcoin. If it did close lower, I would be a bit more concerned, but as you know, the bears have had 2 weeks of fun. Maybe it's a time for the bulls. I think so. So the bulls might get a little bit of their fun, and we'll see more of that on a daily time frame. So 2 days ago, back on Saturday or sorry Sunday, I actually wasn't able to post a video on TA because I did two other videos for like noobs and the trading setup. So if you guys are interested or if you have friends that want to learn more about Bitcoin or a very key reason why, I talk about just one reason why Bitcoin is pretty much something you cannot pass up on. So I give this presentation to a lot of people, so please check the video out and share it to your friends. So on that day, we did close above our 10 simple. However, the following day, on that Monday, we ended up closing lower. On that Tuesday. So on Sunday, we closed above, but on Tuesday, we closed below. So you kind of you got mixed signals here, right? And then today, we are well above the 10 simple moving average, which would be at, let's just go ahead and look at it. Our 10 simple is at 37,300 exactly. So if we can close above 37.3 today, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be pretty good for us. Now let's push you back down. Yeah, we can leave him here. So, and if we look at the other moving averages here, the 21 is a little bit below, a little bit more below the purple and red. Remember, these are 200 moving averages, exponential and simple. And an interesting thing I want to note is the purple is so far looking to flat out a bit, and it might be looking to cross underneath the red, right? And how we get a confirmation of this is if the price keeps staying underneath of these prices, they will gravitate towards slowly over time, maybe a couple weeks, couple months. So keep that in mind too, okay? So remember, dead cross 55 is our green crossing underneath the purple or red. It'll hit the purple first ideally, and that'll be a dead cross. However, again, it's not gonna happen tomorrow, the next week. It's probably gonna take a month or two for that to happen. So just keep that in your back of your mind when you're thinking about investing. So let's go to the 4 hour. Ooh, wow, look at this. So many times we tested the green line, and if you're, watching this, you're probably like, man, Bitcoin is so weak right now. But also remember in TA, the more you test a level, and moving averages do count as a level, just the same thing as support levels, resistance levels, support levels. The more times you test a level, the higher chance or the increased probability you have to break it, right? And we tested quite a bit. I mean, it was more than, 6 tests, 7, maybe 8 tests, right? And then finally, just recently, very recently, we broke, and then we closed a 4 hour candle. So that's a very good confirmation. However, I don't think a 4 hour candles can justify a bigger move. So ideally, I would like us to close the daily above this level, and this level would be just a little bit above our 10 simple moving average. Remember, a 10 simple moving average was 37.3 thousand. This one is, basically the same thing, just $55 above it, right? So if we can close the 10-day above the 10-day simple moving average above 33 point, 33, sorry, 37.3, that would be awesome. Okay, so I'm a little too excited. I just seen this chart and wow, that looks amazing. Thanks, Brave. All right, let's go to Ethereum. I'm curious about Ethereum a little bit. Ethereum somewhat a little bit more healthy than Bitcoin because it is going a bit higher here, and you can see we're testing a 21 daily EMA right here, right? We if today we can close above the 55, that would be great because these moving averages you can see they're starting to slope up. That is great for Ethereum. Wow. And with EIP 155, 155.9 coming, 1559 coming through, that'll be a little bit even more fundamentals for Ethereum. However, I don't really trade fundamentals, but I knew a lot of people that do, so everyone's always excited for stuff like that. All right, yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk too much about Ethereum because anything I say about Bitcoin, you can pretty much apply to it. Oh, what I did forget, you guys want to know what I think Bitcoin's gonna do? Okay, so like I said, I think Bitcoin generally when moving averages get close to crossing or when they do cross, we have a reactionary price action towards that area. And right now, the area is this level right here, right? So this area, I think Bitcoin's gonna try to get in between these two moving averages, right? So let me just draw what I think is going to happen. Obviously, they won't be to the same exact extent, but I'm thinking that we can go up here a little bit, maybe test a little bit lower, and then slowly move our way up here, go sideways a little bit. If we can break the 40,000 level, definitely going to try to take over the 42,000 level. And if we can take over the 42,000 level, I would say we would try to go up here, right? And you're like, man, you're gonna run out of room, right? No, we have room. We have more resistances at the 21 EMA up here, right? Remember 21 EMA? At this week, it's about 43.7 thousand, right? So keep that in mind. I think we can get up here. If it takes over this level, maybe we'll hit the 10 simple, right? And as you can see, I'm just playing levels, right? I'm just playing my moving averages, right? And if it can take this one, we'll probably get to 50,000. However, let's go back to more of my lovely drawing. I do think if we get too high, the bears will, sorry, let me do something like this, test this one again. The bears will try, the bears they're tired, right? Bears out of sleep. They're tired. They've been selling the past 2 weeks. They've been selling off a lot. And if you're a bear, if you're thinking like a bear, you want the price to go up. So when the price goes up, when you short, you're gonna have so much profit when you're shorting. Obviously, it's not gonna go like this, but just think about why would they short this bounce when if they can get it up here, if they can trick the bulls into buying up here, and they can short and bring it down to 30,000, that's a hefty profit if you're shorting, right? So if you think like a bear, I would say let the price rise up, and that's what I'm thinking. That's the most logical thing that they would probably do is they're just gonna ease off the selling pressure and let the bulls have some fun, right? Let the bulls play around, and then if the bulls can get high enough, that's where they would try to strike, right? Because remember, we are in a like it's a very short term time frame, but we still bearish. We are so don't get confused just because we had this a little. We're still bearish because one thing we're still underneath the 21 21 weekly EMA, right? And then we're under quite a bit of under, major support levels. But it's fine because, like I said, crypto, Bitcoin needs to cool off. We've gone up so much in so little time, right? Let's just look, right here. From coronavirus, we've gone up almost, 1,000%. For every dollar you put in became $10, within a span of, what is this? 155 days. That's nuts. It's like a year and it's like 18 months, 19 months, right? It's insane. 19 months, you get this. So to say 2 to 3 months of downside, it's not crazy. Maybe 100 days of downside at most, maybe. Hard to say, but it's nothing too crazy, right, guys? Nothing too crazy. But yeah, that's what I expect in the short term for Bitcoin to do. Pretty much do a couple relief bounces, right? Maybe test these levels again, but for the intermediate term, make a play towards the 40,000 range, go sideways a little bit. If we can break 40,000, let's go for 42,000. See if we can break that. And obviously, if we fail to break it, it would give barriers more reason to start, selling Bitcoin more, putting the pressure on to drive Bitcoin down. But as long as if Bitcoin keeps breaking levels, we can definitely see higher 49,000s, lower 50,000 area, and around there I would be very cautious of a bull trap because I'm pretty sure by the time we get to that level, oh my god, all those YouTube videos are like the bull market is back, and you got to be careful because we could just be forming a lower high. And again, I do think, I do want to see a pattern that looks like this, right? A bottoming out pattern, just basically a 1 month, 2 month, 50-day grind that just looks like this, right? So maybe we have something like this and just drop like here, like a bull trap. It obviously won't look like that, but that's what I'm thinking, right? We have a huge, not a huge rally up, but a slow, gradual rally up, and then just shoot back down, and then we just grind out this level. And then we'll see who still loves Bitcoin, who doesn't love Bitcoin, and then maybe a little bit after DeFi summer, Bitcoin can have some love, because DeFi summer is a thing that happened last summer, so I think it can happen again this summer. So if you don't know about DeFi summer, I'll explain it in the next video. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today. And again, I thank you guys for all your support. Appreciate it. Hopefully, I can get my double-digit subscribers. But that's all for now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.